Good afternoon, 2 o'clock on Wednesday during school vacation, February 18th. This is J.D. Perry calling the game from the Connery Arena in Lynn, Massachusetts. Last regular season game for the Lynn Jets, playing against the last regular season game for Bishop Fenwick, and play is underway. Over the line, and the zone clears, sent in by Mark Post, chased down doggedly by number 16, who's hustling back, cleared into the zone, looking to make a play from behind the net. Two Bishop Fenwick players on Julius Serino. Stays with the play, barrels through, taken out of the corner, finds its way back to the left point. Shot on net and tipped, almost tied up, but not. It scores behind the goal line in the corner, from the corner, taken out. Serino, nice pass across ice through the neutral zone. That, had the angle been right, it would have been on net, but it was off a little bit, so an icing's called. With 14 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first period, we have got the season on the line for the Jets, who would need this win to get into the postseason play-ins. The season has been, and speaking with the coach prior to the season, has been a success. This is the closest they've gone in his tenure with the team as coach, Brian Boyson. Here comes a speedy chase down, unable to get it, but pursued by Kyle Furlong, Captain Kyle Furlong, unable to keep it in the zone at the left point. Bounces out, neutral zone, play up to Furlong, gets a piece of it to slow it down. Not a chance for an icing. Attempt to clear by Bishop Fenwick, banked off the boards and gloved down, tapped in. Number 13 on the right point, John Briggs, was unable to keep it in the zone. Nice check on the right side by Briggs, but Bishop Fenwick holds onto it. Point back to tipped, saved. Ooh, Cole gets a piece of it from the left point, or it took a nice snapshot, but one of the Bishop Fenwick's players got a piece of it. It looked like it was saved by goaltender, senior Nick Danino, who's had an outstanding season. A lot of bodies in the corner trying to either freeze it or dig it out and take it out of the zone. Here comes A.J. Cook speeding down the left side through the neutral zone. Stays on it. Shot. Rebound. Unable to get it on. Ready to pounce on that was Nathan Silver, but he wasn't able to put a stick on it. Down the other's end. Defensively, the Jets are trying to clear the zone, but they couldn't. Swings it all the way around to Brian Boyson. Big hit. Nice open ice hit. Again, number 18 on the body. Attempt to clear, not made. Picked up in the middle, 2-on-2 opportunity from just inside the defensive zone. Moved up to Serino, but pass was behind him, so he couldn't get it. Nice check behind the goal line. Pass out front was picked up by Bishop Fenwick, taken into the corner. Battling. The boys are playing hard today, that's for sure. Point to point. Not a clean pass. Pushed up through the neutral zone, but then reversed back and now behind the Jets goalie. Taken, controlled by Serino. Back and forth behind the net. He's looking up. Bishop Fenwick gets a stick on it, so Serino still battling to get out of the zone. Center pass attempt made, but not collected by Bishop Fenwick. Serino collects it again, takes it behind his net, looking to set something up. On the right half boards, an outlet pass made, but open ice check is made. Nothing called, which is fair. Didn't look to be anything. It looks like Jets player that was Jacoby Camo just caught an edge and went down. High flying action back and forth. Most of the action has been kind of, I'll use the word scattershot. Not too many connective plays. More than 3 consecutive passes. We haven't seen too much of that yet. Only a few shots. Nothing really, no real seriously quality shots on net yet. But everybody seems to be firing on all pistons to this point. I did get confirmation from Craig Seabury, the Bishop Fenwick coach, before the game that he will be rolling all 5 lines today. He didn't give me a full breakdown of when, but rolling all 5 means everybody's all playing at the same time. Looks like we may have a penalty against Bishop Fenwick, which is going to set up the first power play unit. And 1-man advantage opportunity for the Jets. So today I am joined by the inimitable Zachary Lucas, who is now going, he left his perch alongside me and the camera to take some stills. So he's going around the rink. Behind the lens for the first period is Naharli, another star TV media student from Lynn Tech. Does a fantastic job each and every time. Following the action now, thrown behind the net, as the Jets had been unable to really control it with much conviction. No icing play, and I don't know why the Jets are taking their time to get down there. There's not a chance of that being called for an icing because Bishop Fenwick is shorthanded. And had that, I don't know who their forward chasing that was. It could have been Giuseppe Lapore. Had he had a little more fuel and speed, tipped down, no icing. What was that? Tipped out of play into the netting. So that freezes the play. And the faceoff, it looks like, is going to be to the left of goaltender number 30, Felix Langlois, rather. Attempt to draw it back off the faceoff. Kyle Furlong was unable to, so that plays into the corner, sent down the length of the ice. 1 minute even left on the penalty. Taken up, Pedro Lopez clears it through, icing waved off, chased down behind the net. Nathan Silva puts it, that may have been a deflection. That was centering pass attempt, got deflected. That clears the zone, and that's going to go nearly the full length of the ice before Sereno picks it up. 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first period, and just under 30 seconds left on the power play. Kept in the corner, pushed behind the net, chased down, kept in. Oh no, errant pass off the stick of Sereno. Picked up, number 2, takes it through the neutral zone. Pass out to Tyler Witten, finds Furlong, but it bounced off his stick. Witten gains the line, loses it. Furlong, offsides. Tyler Witten, captain, or rather alternate captain and senior, was unable to clear the zone in a timely manner. As a result, offsides called with 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first period. No score. And the action has been back and forth. High speed, high intensity. The boys are playing clean. And we have got ourselves a game. Nearly halfway through the first period. Taking this face-off, Jojo Plord, number 7. On his left, Brian Boyson. Unable to capitalize on the face-off because it was sent into the defensive corner. Poke checked away. Plord tripped up a little bit in front of the camera here at the red line. Boyson behind the net. Chased by Dembro. Gets a nice center pass to Plord. but he was unable to control it out of the corner. Bouncy puck, gloved by two players. Finally, Bishop Fenwick, nice touch pass. Good skate block to get it out of there. Now into the neutral zone. Here comes Brian Boyson. Couldn't get there in time. Now on the left boards, he does get it just outside of the zone. In the neutral zone, not enough on it to get it to his teammate. Sent up the right boards. Dembro couldn't move it out, so it shoots behind the net. Anthony A.J. Alessi, if you will, center pass. Backhand attempt, cleared away by, could that have been Jacoby Camo? I'm not sure. Point-to-point pass. Snapshot taken and blocked. Boyson battles. Down in the corner. That is A.J. Alessi. Carried out and given to the point. Oh, here's a steal. Here's a steal by JoJo Plord, racing down the left side. Takes a snapshot from just beyond his offensive zone, just at the blue line. That is saved right in the breadbasket, where it drops in front of goaltender Felix Langlois, who ties it up. And with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first period, he will see a face-off to his right. Taking the face-off, Mark Post. Puck squirted back, now in the right corner, looking to control it. Tyler Wynn shot from the point, kind of squirted through a little bit and got cleared into the corner. Nice drop by Post. I think maybe a carry. I think he held on to that a little bit too long to get the nod on that offensive play. Yeah, so, or maybe it was a hand pass, which it may have been. As I've reported before, I can't see it all, and even some of the stuff that I do see, I report back to you to the best of my ability, but I am, in many regards, a solo act. Shot is taken, blocked, and goes over the net. Over the outstretched glove hand of Nick Danino. Left point, nice little move, but Post was right there, clears it out of the zone, into the neutral zone. High stick was waved off. Mark Post, very generous with that hip check. And we just have to, and he has to be sure that he's not too generous, because he certainly doesn't want to collect any penalties for something that's levied out of turn. Neutral zone. Offside is delayed. Now it's cleared. Bishop Fenwick putting pressure on the Jets. Down in the corner. They've got two guys on it. One open in front. Jets bank it off the boards. Backhand cleared off by speedy Tyler Whitten, who chases it down. Almost kept inside the zone, but squirted out. Taken into the neutral zone. Number 16 attempts to get a shot. Looked like that was deflected wide. That was Giuseppe Lapore, who was unable to make an offensive play on that of any realistic attempt. Face off to the left of Danino with 4 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first period. He cleared it away. That was a risky play by Danino, but the Jets handled it well. Taken from behind the net, through traffic, up on the left side in the neutral zone. Chased down by Nathan Silva. Gets a shot that went wide behind the net, high and wide behind the net. I think the defender got a piece of it. Bishop Fenwick clears his own. Backhanded from the neutral zone, but that's going to be an icing called. No, waved off. Back to the point. Wrist shot taken wide. Off the boards from the right side. Smartly covered up by Nick Danino. It was coming in slow, but there were two of the Bishop Fenwick players who were right there. Had the puck not been corralled as it had been. Face off to Danino's left. Jojo Plord draws it back. Sent around. Chip out attempt is not made. It was rescued while it sat on the blue line by number 17 left defenseman McFadden. Number 17, Nick McFadden of Bishop Fenwick. Play to the net is blocked. Oh, that was an errant attempt to clear it out, but blocked by the skates of Pedro Lopez. Takes it up the left side. He's got two. Clears through, takes a shot, pass. A sort of one-time pass attempt went nowhere because Boyson was bothered going to the net. Oh, right side was picked up by the defenseman from in front of the net. A risky play in front of the goalie because with a bouncy puck, with maybe not perfect ice conditions, that puck can make an unexpected turn, and when they could change direction on the net, and then you might find yourself missing a goal. That was a nice defensive play. Oh, tip, stave by Nick Danino. Nice play behind the net and sent back around. Coming up, Dembro chasing it down, putting the pressure on number 20, Joseph Michalski, who sends it up into the neutral zone. Back at Plord, who tries to dump it in, but it goes off the skate of Dembro. Kept in by a stick. Dembro puts it up towards the boards, gloves down his own play to keep the puck in, keep the play alive on the left boards. Who wants it? Not kept in by Post because of that bouncy puck. In the neutral zone, Garcia, number 14, takes it over the line on the left side. He has got it. Number 19 in front. Oh, open man in front. Bouncing puck. Nobody able to get a hold of it. Kept on it. Dembro not able to move it out. Shot on net. Goes through and goes off the stick of Nick Danino onto the stick of the waiting, or crashing rather, Bishop Fenwick player. Play in front. Tip. Glove down. 2-on-2 attempt. Get it out of the zone. And the skates of Mark Post. Coming up to the right of. Passes Dembro. Gets a shot. Turned away into the corner. Kept in on the left side by Jacoby Camo. Still in. Flipped out into the neutral zone. Chased down by number 13, John Briggs. He's looking up ice. See what he can see. Pass attempt. No icing is going to be called on this. Attempt to clear is not made. Mark Post kept it in. He snapped it towards the corner. From the point, quick shot. Had a little more time. He should have probably settled it down, was John Briggs. Battled in front. Battling for the puck. A penalty is going to be called on that. That's too bad because that was not a penalty. Ref couldn't tell from his angle. It's a shame that was called, if in fact that is what was called. And if it wasn't, yeah, that's a shame. Yep, too bad. That's what happens, though, sometimes. You can only see what you can only see, and from his vantage point, it did look like a trip, when in fact it simply wasn't. It was just a stronger stick, stopping the forward motion of another, and the Bishop Fenwick player ended up going down. And incidental play and penalty, tripping called on the Jets. So there's less than a minute left. And we have no score. But first, Bishop Fenwick one-man advantage of the game. We'll see how they do. Nice stick handling work through the neutral zone by number 3, John Tavernese, captain. Snapshot taken and blocked from the point, on the left point. Pressure put on by Pedro Lopez. Boxed up nicely. Good pressure by Post. Deflected and tied up by Nick Danino. 25.6 seconds left in the first period. 1:23 remains on the penalty, on the power play. The penalty killing unit is doing fine. Leaving the ice is Kyle Furlong. At the face-off, Mark Post to the left of Nick Danino. The zone is cleared. They're going to send one man deep. That's the speedy and tenacious Mark Post deep in the corner. Unable to get a body on the Bishop Fenwick player who's looking to carry the play and set something up. Carried through the neutral zone. That looked offside to me, but it wasn't called. Took an extra move while left winger. That's going to clear the zone. And that is going to end the first period with 0 score. What an intense game. We have got a goodie, a real good one. I think you need to have a high-scoring game to have a barn burner. If you don't, then I deem this a barn burner. Good action back and forth. Zach, I'd love your thoughts.
I think it was, like you said, a lot of back and forth from both teams, showing strong defense. Both teams also showing strong defense, too. I think, even if Bishop Fenwick is a higher division, I think the Jets are going, so what? We can take that, so what? We're the Lynn Jets, And they're showing that, They really are. They haven't let up a goal, but they also haven't scored. So it goes for both teams, goes both ways. But like I don't know. I think it's right now it's up in the rafters to whoever can win. I think we're going to see a lot more action for the rest of the game, and I'm excited for it.
Excellent. I totally agree. I am confident that this is a good way to build the foundation for a successful game for the Jets. What we did witness in that first period was more offensive threat by way of shots on net by Bishop Fenwick. But we will see what period 2 holds, and then from there, period 3. So until then, we will be back for more action. Period action here at the Lynn Arena into the neutral zone and moving in the opposite direction. Carried forward and sent deep by number 25 for the Crusaders. Hammond cleared behind. The Jets are still shorthanded for about 35 more seconds. No score. Poked out. Given to Post, who clears it wisely. Chased down. Pressure put on by Jacoby Camo behind the net. He forces the defender to stop and make the play across the crease practically to his winger into the neutral zone. Carried over the blue line. Held on to by Ferlito, number 10, captain. Cross pass. Oh, that was there for the one-timer. He actually settled it down, got a controlled shot on net, and beat, with 3 seconds remaining on the period, goaltender Nick Danino to give the Crusaders a 1-0 lead early in the second period. 14 minutes and 6 seconds remain. And that was advantage because of the power play to the Crusaders, who did take advantage of it. So now we find ourselves all even again. 14 minutes left in the second period. Cross pass through the neutral zone, waved off, icing waved off, although it wasn't touched. Play back to the point. Wrist shot taken, deflected wide off the skate. Picked up and taken behind the net by A.J. Cook, looking to get a neutral zone pass for the outlet, but was unable to. Here comes another play, held up in the middle of the zone, stretched back, tip attempt, missed, so it stayed wide of the net, just on the point, blocked shot attempt, or shot attempt was blocked off the backboard and covered up by Nick Danino. 1-0. It was very evenly matched first period between the two teams. A lot of action, couple penalties for both. Nobody capitalized. Wasn't until the beginning of this second period that the Crusaders were able to take advantage of the power play. Cross ice pass made, clears the zone. Not going to have the length or the speed to get down. Oh, clearing attempt picked up by Plord inside the blue line. Centering pass for waiting Denham Dembro in front, but didn't make it to him. Tipped. Jojo Plord takes a shot toward the net, but it ended up going wide. In the neutral zone, Jojo Plord again on the play, putting pressure on, tied up in the skates. This could be an icing call, as long as it makes it. Yep. So we're going to have an opportunity now to the left of goaltender number 31, it looks like. Trying to get my eyes to focus appropriately. For the Crusaders, reminder again, Coach Craig Seabury did say that he'd be rolling all 5 lines, as this is their last game. Mark Post takes the face-off, squirts behind the net, clearing attempt made, and Post loses it, carried over the line, shot made, and gloved easily by Nick Danino. So the face-off is going to come to his right. Number 31 is the jersey number for the Bishop Fenwick team, but I don't see a number 31 on the roster. Play in the corner, now behind the net, picked up, and attempt to send it back behind was blocked by the forward, who was forechecking on the play. Carried, Danino covers it up. Little tangle in front of the nets, while John Briggs is protecting his goalie from number 23, Liam Kelsch of the Crusaders. Another quick face-off to the left of Danino. Mark Post squares up. Off his feet, regains control. Takes it up on the right side into the neutral zone, crosses center ice. Nice hit pass to himself on the left side. He's hauled down, interfered with the goalie sees it. He clears. He's coming out, so we can have a 6-on-5 advantage. Unable to take advantage of the free play, if you will, that can happen in the course of a delayed offside, or rather a delayed penalty call. To the right of goaltender. Could be Jackson Phillips. Not sure. On the roster, Jackson Phillips is number 35. Play back. And up from Mark Post. Oh, that's cleared. Now we have 2 people. Foot race. Mark Post going to get there first. Fakes playing it behind the net. Puts a little reversal play. Chip up on the blue line. Nice play. Camo was unable to hold on to it. Put a little move on the defender for the Crusaders. But the puck is quickly sent down the length of the ice, where it's picked up by Post and cleared out of the zone. Picked up by Brian Boyson, gains the blue line. Nice move. Oh, a shot was made going for the bottom left bottom left corner, but it was kicked to the corner. Behind the net. Sent to the point. Controlled. Nice tic-tac-toe. Oh, a center pass attempt by Post was unable to connect. Racing towards the goalie. Nice defensive effort. Excellent work to clear that out of there. Post takes it out. Into the neutral zone. Camo. Unable to control it, so it's sent behind the goal. 54 seconds left on the penalty. 1-0. Crusaders. Cross ice pass into the neutral zone. Banks off the boards untouched, but right into the paws of the waiting Sereno, who going for the backhand center pass attempt that went untouched. Let's hope we don't get a too many men on the ice call here. Maybe an icing call? Question mark. The boys digging the music. Good time. To the left of the goaltender, drawn back to the right point, point to point. Serena one time. Tip attempt is made right in front, but it's blocked. Cleared. No, not cleared. Knocked down by Sereno. Now it goes to Cook. Feeds it to Furlong. Snapshot taken. Deflects into the corner. Center pass attempt. Blocked back into the corner. Clearing attempt is going to be made from the corner. Backed into by Nathan Silva, who gets it out to captain number 3, John Tavernese, or Tavernese. I did get phonetic pronunciations of the names before the game, but I didn't write them all down. Shame on me. As a result, I may be butchering some names here. Tied up, behind the net, pushed out. unable to clear it. Center pass off the skate of Jacoby. Hard shot wide. Attempt to clear it, missed. Snapshot wide. Picked up by Nathan Silva, who hastily sends it the length of the ice for an icing call. So with 9 minutes and 20 seconds, we still have a close match game. We have still slight edge going for offensive opportunities to the favor of the Bishop Fenwick Crusaders. Drawn back, played and flipped from the point into the corner. Bouncy puck, unable to clear it. Center pass made, nice shifty move. Held on to from the corner. Tough angle shot, went wide. Clears into the neutral zone where it's picked up by number 4, Duran Appleyard. Puts into the neutral zone. Carried over the ice over the blue line by Rizzo, number 22. Push at the puck. He's going to get called on that. I don't know. Elbow. I'm not sure. That could have gone both ways. Brian Boyson may have a little bit of a reputation that, of course, is not going to work in your favor when you have those close calls. I think the puck was in his feet. The action was such that didn't necessarily have to be called as a penalty, but it was. So with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left, we have the Crusaders on a power play once again. Cross ice made, blocked nicely by Sereno. Keeps in his skates, battling. 3-on-2 in the corner. Play made, nice. Carried into the net, and a shot was actually made. It was on Danino by number 20 for the Crusaders, Joseph Michalski. But it was tied up. Face off again to the left of Danino. Tied up a little bit in the middle and cleared. Here comes Mark Post, going to be first of the play. Gathers control, unable to hold on to it. Is immediately pressured and loses control. So now it's carried out through the neutral zone by Michalski again. Takes it wide behind the net, looking up, looking to find his point man, which he does. Number 3 sends it across to number 10, blocked down and out by Danino, able to clear it. Looked like was Jacoby Camo or A.J. Cook. No, not A.J. Cook. Jacoby Camo was able to. Pedro Lopez unable to keep the left winger from going around him. Snapshot taken, tip, attempt, rebound, saved, bouncing puck in front, snapshot taken. Oh, that is through a crowd, and that was plenty of traffic. That one finds its way through for a second power play goal by the Crusaders, and that's going to give them a 2-0 lead. Exactly halfway through the second period with 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. The Jets cannot be happy with that. Let's just hope they're able to maintain their composure enough to get some offense. Here we go with a break. Kyle Furlong, get that shot off, Kyle. Loses it. Into the corner. That would have been a nice way to keep a little bit of momentum and keep the spirits up for the Jets to get that goal. Taken out of the corner. Sent back by A.J. Cook to the point. Shot on net. Bobbled and tied up with nobody around. Somebody, looks like we had a player maybe get hit and take a shot. Nathan Silva went down briefly in the corner. The whistle was not blown for him as an injured player because it was tied up by the goaltender who was out of the crease. But there was a Jets player who was straddling the crease, the goal line. So that was a warranted tie-up by the goalie. 7 minutes and 4 seconds left. Penalty called against Bishop Fenwick. Now it's carried on the right side. Sereno. Cook. Nice. Hey, boy, that was a nice pass, point to point. One-timer taken by Captain A.J. Alessi, but he was unable to get through on the shot. Long shot on net. Gloved at chest high and fed over to A.J. Cook by Nick Danino. Into the neutral zone, lost by Cook. Cleared back into the offensive zone of the Bishop Fenwick Crusaders. Mark Post, pass attempt was sent wide. Oh, here's an unfortunate break. Bobbled at the line by Mark Post. Here comes A.J. Cook. Nice back checking to stop that play from happening. Foiled what would have been and could have been a breakaway. 1-on-0 attempt against Nick Danino, which would have been a shorthanded attempt. You'd hate to. Here's a break. Bounce a puck. Goes to come out. Carries it over the line. He's got post. Gets a shot. No rebound. Picked up. But breaking towards the net was Mark Post, who now kind of faces off. A little tangle. Maybe an exchange of pleasantries. 53 seconds left on the Jets' power play with 5 minutes and 56 seconds left in the second period. Kyle Furlong going to take the face-off to the left of the Crusaders goaltender. Drawn back clean. Nice play in front. Rebound. Unable to get it. Nate Silva. So it's cleared. No icing, of course, by the short-handed Crusaders. Taken from behind the goal line is Pedro Lopez looking up ice. Lost control momentarily, and it was knocked back into the Jets' defensive zone. Back behind the goal is Pedro Lopez. Puts a soft pass up. Tip attempt by Nathan Silva, unable to make it, but he does get it away. Chasing down into the corner is speedy Tyler Whitten. Puck is cleared, no icing by the shorthanded Crusaders with 5 seconds, just 5 seconds now left in the penalty. Oh, he's hauled down, but not called for it. Nice check. Here goes over the line. Here comes Nathan Silva. Silva takes it, gets a shot away, bobbled only momentarily before it's tied up by the goaltender. Little bit of extracurricular activity behind the goal line. Don't know why we have a buzzer going. Yes, I do, because somebody left the penalty box gate open. So now with 4 minutes and 51 seconds left, we have the Jets taking the face-off to the right of the Bishop Fenwick goaltender. They really want to generate some serious offense here. Be great to get a goal on this play. Jojo Plord unable to draw it back to Brian Boyson. The play clears 2-on-1. Coming back is Boyson. He's going to look to tie up number 3 in front of the net. Gets to him to shake him up a little bit enough. Couldn't collect the pass cleanly. Plays behind the net. Carried. Pass to the point. Left point. Gets it down and low. Shot taken wide. Clears all the way around. Now we have a 3-on-1 attempt. If the boys can get there in time from the Jets. Plord and Boyson. Big hit by Boyson. Clean hit. Knocked him off the feet, but he was still able to get the puck away. Out of the zone, kicked out. Dembro on the right side, needs one get by. Nice snapshot taken and tied up. Little entanglement on the left side. Brian Boyson was there to look for the rebound, but there was none. With 4 minutes and 2 seconds left, face-off is to the left of the Crusaders goaltender. Drawn back, gets to it for a snapshot. Deflection attempt made. He did redirect the puck, but it didn't have enough to get a goal behind the goal line. Oh, taken, carried attempt to put that on net, carried out from, looked like that was Camo. Blocked by Sereno. One-on-one attempt. He sends it behind the net. Picked up by Lopez up on the half board. But that is interfered with, sent across. Here we go. We have nice pass into the middle. Here comes Post. He's hungry. Nice goal! Oh, that was a beauty. Speedy, that was a 3-on-1 opportunity and a beautiful pass from Jacoby Camo to Mark Post, who was, as I said, hungry. That was a beautiful goal, and that gets the Jets back into the action with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. The score is now 2-1 with the Crusaders leading. Beautiful outlet play through the neutral zone, quickly turned in through because of the speed generated by the hungry Lynn Jets. We find ourselves, I'm not sure what the ref's looking for down here on the left, but we now have a great game. I shouldn't say it's been a great game, but now we have a closer game. The lead cut in half with only 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second period. That faceoff is won by A.J. Cook, senior and captain. Play into the neutral zone. Tip attempt. Sent behind into the corner. Picked up. Oh, no. That was a risky shift attempt. Nathan Silva clears it. Furlong blocked. Chipped into the middle. Picked up. Oh, here's a break. Here we go. Goal! Oh, what a play! With 2 minutes and 40 seconds, A.J. Cook, what hustle! What a turnaround in a matter of 10 seconds. What a beautiful play from the middle. Bouncing puck, bouncing everywhere. But because of the tenacity and the hustle by A.J. Cook amongst his teammates, they were able to get a play to the net that kept going in the right direction. And now we find ourselves with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second period, tied at 2. Boy, the mood has shifted here in the rink. Everybody's up on both benches. The energy is palpable. Into the neutral zone. Here comes Nathan Silva chasing it down, but is sent down behind the net. Picked up, controlled. Outlet pass, tipped. Does he have the speed to get there? A.J. Cook, he's hungry. Good pressure. Do they have anyone else there? Played behind the net. Kyle Furlong giving up. He has it still. Good attempt to move it into the middle, but unable to. So the puck is cleared by the Crusaders. Neutral zone, got to clear that zone. Uh-oh, it's blocked. They got hung up, but nothing called. Nice skate block. Shot is on net, gloved, but not held onto. Back into the neutral zone. D to D. Into the middle, Nathan Silva clears it over to Furlong. Sends it up forward. Here we go. On the left side, Nathan Silva collects it. Looking to get a shot. Unable to. Will it be kept in? Yes. Wobbly puck. Shot taken. But it didn't make it on net. Oh, here's a break for the Crusaders. 2-on-1. They're looking for a change-up because of tiredness. Miscommunication was left for a changing forward. Oh, no, that's bobbled. Minute and 20 seconds left in the second period. Oh, no, attempt. Oh, what is going on? So fortunate. Boy, there's some tired players out there with some misplays, miscues, mishandled pucks. And on a couple occasions, back and forth, we saw the wrong team pick up a puck that was left for the teammate or the missing teammate of a player who was expected to be there. Nothing results except for a save by Nick Danino by way of the scoreboard. 1:18 left in the second period. The score is 2-2. Face off in the skates. One back. Pass tipped. Saved. Clearing attempt is made but not realized. On the half boards. Point-to-point attempt. Brian Boyson in his skates. Able to clear it. No, maybe not. It was brought back in. Nice shift, but the puck was lost. Center attempt blocked. Play in front. Goalie's down. The puck is loose still. 40 seconds left at the point. Nice play by pushed down by Brian Boyson. Taken behind the net. 30 seconds. Looking up ice is Serino. Gets it again. Across the off. Did anybody see it? It looked like he go wide in front. Looked like Jojo Floyd crossed the line ahead of time, but he carries it. Attempt to get it to the point. Went wide and into the neutral zone. It's center pass just inside the neutral zone with 10 seconds left in the period. Pass goes through the center, sent up 3 seconds, and that's on net or just off. And so ends the second period with a flourish late in the second to find the Jets battling their way back to tie up the game 2-2. Heavy, excellent, tremendous action witnessed by a bunch of fans here, including, if I may be so, well, some people don't want to be recognized for their greatness, and sometimes that's okay. But we have a all-star cast here at the game today, and I can speak to that in a bit. We are missing, because he's making some still photos, we have Zach Lucas making his rounds, but tremendous work behind the lens by Astrid, one of the many all-stars from TV media today. I am just going to say that we have had a tremendous effort late in the period by the Jets to find ourselves out at 2-2 score. We have one period remaining, and this season is on the line. Playoff hopes are in the balance. The next 15 minutes are going to dictate whether or not the Jets find themselves in the postseason. Until the next period, I'm signing off for now and looking forward to great action. Underway for third period action. And shot and tip. Yes! Wow! Julius Serino, before I even had a chance to say that the momentum swung in the favor of the Jets following the last few minutes of the second period. Julius Serino races down the right side, and with 8 seconds into the third period, takes a shot that pops off the glove of the goaltender and dribbles in for a goal. We now have a 3-2 lead. Jets are up against the Bishop Fenwick Crusaders, and their playoff hopes are alive and well at this stage of the game. Mark Post takes it through the middle zone. He's on the right side, gets a shot away, but it's over the net. Unable to clear. And kept in by left defender on the point was Pedro Lopez. Gain line, shot attempt is wide. Bounces off the back of the net, lost behind, and reverse direction, up the sideboards. Dumped on the play. Now, that's an example. They got him. Excellent. I was going to say that was a comparable play to the penalty that Brian Boyson got earlier. So I'm happy to see that they did call that. So this is going to be advantage, power play advantage. 14 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third period with a face-off to the right of the Crusaders goaltender, number 1, Alex Antisevic. Jets are on the power play for 2 minutes. Face-off not won, but winds up behind the net. Clearing attempt is made. Slowed down at the left point line by Mark Post, who chases it down behind the Jets goal line. Unable to get it to his winger on the left side in the neutral zone because it was intercepted. Edge was lost by Serino as he looked to make an outlet pass up the right side. Post in the neutral zone, clears it into the neutral zone, but it's gloved down by the defender and backhanded down behind the Jets net. Picked up by Captain A.J. Cook into the neutral zone where it is intercepted, carried down behind the net. held on to, still controlled by the Crusaders player number. Here comes big hit, 3-on-2. A lot of contact in the corner. Let's hope nobody gets sucked into a stupid penalty. The attempt is made to clear it, and at the same time, the attempt is made to freeze the puck. Through the middle, 4-on-2. Here comes Post. Gains the line, unable to get through, but leaves the puck behind to Cook. He now takes it across. He's wheeling. Looks for a nice pass across the post. Holds for a moment, takes a shot, but is blocked by the defender. That shot pass attempt is returned to the corner. Helmet knocked off the head of Mark Post. I was not focusing on that, so I don't see what happened. I don't know that a penalty was called on that necessarily. 25 seconds left in the power play, and Nate Silva looking to take the face-off. He has directly behind him Tyler Whitten. Play goes behind the net where it's lost, bobbled with. Clearing attempt is made and is chased down, brought behind the net. Serino wheeling. I shouldn't say wheeling, picking up speed. Nate Silva taking it out of the zone on the left side. All even now. He's got Whitten. Oh, a nice shift move. Takes a shot. That was either deflected or stopped. I'm not sure. Into the neutral zone. And he pushes it past the defender. Nice save by Nick Danino. 1-on-0. Number 5 speeding down the right side was David Perez for the Crusaders. But he was able to, he may have been, he certainly was harassed a little bit by defender John Briggs, who stayed on him even though he got around him. But he didn't get around him clean enough to get a clear shot or be able to put an additional move against goaltender Nick Danino. Face off to the left of Danino, swept out to the left by Jojo Plord. Shot is made on net, easily gloved and held on to by Nick Danino. So another face-off will come immediately to his left with 11 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third period. The Jets were able to easily manage, maybe not super easily. Penalty against the Crusaders. So number 5, Perez. So something called for a trip. May have been incidental. I did not see it, so I couldn't even fathom a guess as to whether or not it appeared even malicious. I'm not a mind reader, of course, so even if I saw it, sometimes they happen, and you can't really tell if they're malicious. Drawn back to the point. Backhand pass. Post on the line. Oh, here's a nice shifty move. Takes a so high. He was going for the top shelf, but that was blocked. Maybe by the goalie, maybe by a defender. Nice out of speed to that. Serino takes it into the corner, feeds it back to the left point. Snap, wrist shot was taken. Captain A.J. Cook. It got through cleanly, and it was gathered and tied up by goaltender number 1, Alex Antisevic. A.J. Cook probably going to look to draw the puck back to defender Mark Post on the left side. Didn't make it all the way back, and a shot attempt is made, but it went wide. Stick handled, John Briggs. Excuse me, that's not Briggs. That's Anthony A.J. Alessi. Sends it over. Got to clear the zone, boys. Which they do. Nice stick handle, and A.J. Cook picked up. Attempt to put it past the defender, send it into the corner, but that was intercepted. Sent length of the ice. Picked up from behind the net with 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the power play. The Jets, Mark Post, he takes it through the neutral zone, down behind. Oh, impossible angle. Rebound was there, but nobody there. Nobody crashed in the net hard enough to be there in time to pick up the puck before it was swept away. On the line, just inside the blue line, attempt to put it through the wickets of the defender. Lapore was thwarted. So, carried down behind. Outlet pass into the neutral zone. On the left side, Nate Silva. could not control it, so it's sent down. There are 30 seconds left in the Jets power play. They'd love to see them get another goal now, which would give them maybe a level of comfort, maybe not. Certainly would be a boost to the morale. Uh-oh, hung up in the skates of Serino. A snapshot was able to be taken. So in the waning seconds of the penalty, behind the net, the outlet pass is made. Oh, there was an interference, but it was not called. A shame. He may have been hurt on that. Nate Silva was hit from behind and knocked down on the play as he tried to gather an outlet pass into the neutral zone. Taken, cross, pass into the neutral zone. It was touched, and an icing is it's going to be gone. No, I think that was waved off, as it should have been. Play back. Nate Silva finds his man in the corner. Kyle Furling center pass attempt went all the way through, untouched. Picked up by the Crusaders, taken through the neutral zone. On the left, Lapori dumps it into the corner. Chased. Backhand is taken. Nice pass back. Shot was deflected. Rebound, save. Rebound, another one. That one, he got that one. Well, nobody able to be chased away. That was picked up by, I think, number 16, Giuseppe Lapore. Could be wrong. Number 14 got that. Cam Garcia. 8 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. The score is once again tied. Boy, we had opportunities on the power play to pick up a 2-goal lead, but instead the pendulum swings the other way after the penalty was up, and now we find ourselves at a 3-3 tied game. Neutral zone. Jojo Plord missed on that checking attempt. AJ Alessi unable to control, taken behind the net. Pushed out of the zone. Bouncing puck was kept in thanks to the skates of left point man, number 6. Oh, shot on net, blocked. Moved up. Unable to move it out of the zone was Denim Dembro. So it's down back into the corner, up the half boards. Battled for Plord. Pass in front. Clean pass. Goal between the wickets. 5-hole goal. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left. The Jets were just unable to clear the puck, bouncing all over the place. Wasn't too much clean play offensively by the Crusaders, but there was enough for them to make that goal. Bounced into the middle. So now the Jets find themselves in the unenviable position of being down by a score with just over 8 seconds left in the third period, potentially in their season. Neutral zone play. Pushed up by Jacoby Camo. Taken behind the net, a pass, D to D, behind the zone. Here comes Mark Post, back checking through the neutral zone. Carried in front, shoveled towards the net, but blocked. In front again, behind the net, Serino battling. Staying with it. Center pass taken, shot blocked. Taken up. Here comes Pedro Lopez. He's got his winger, gets it over to Witten. Takes a shot, in front. The pass attempt was made back to Pedro Lopez, but he was tied up by the defender in front of the zone. So 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third period. Icing play is called, and this is going to find us with a face-off to the right of goaltender, number 1, Alec Antisevic. AJ Cook unable to win it back to his point man. Intercepted at in the neutral zone and shoveled into the corner by Nate Silva. Oh, good back-checking hustle behind the goal line by Kyle Furlong, but it was unable to hold on to the puck. D to D through traffic. Unable to clear the zone was A.J. Cook. Shot taken, but high and wide. Here's a break. Here comes A.J. Cook, one-on-one. Gets a shot, high and gloved. For a save with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left. The faceoff is going to be to the left of Crusaders' goaltender, while the Jets are looking to get back to even. They now trail by a score of 3-4. A.J. Cook draws it back to the left point. Pedro Lopez unable to put an extra move. Oh, there's an unfortunate break. Sereno catches an edge at neutral ice, but he's able to catch up to the play and poke check the puck away. Play to the point, blocked. Shot is blocked. Oh, play in deep. Nice kick to the corner by Nick Donino. Smart play from the butterfly position. Shot towards the net was reflected or deflected by captain number 3, who's wide open in front, but it squares past him. Now we have an outlet attempt on the left side. Nate Silva loses control of the puck just at the blue line into the neutral zone. On the right side, Pedro Lopez sends it deep, goes behind the net where it's controlled by the goalie. Clearing attempt is made into the neutral zone. Cook picks it up, settles it down, cross ice. Sereno back to Cook, but he doesn't find him. Offside is going to be called here. With 5 minutes and 26 seconds left, face-off will be just outside of the Jets' defensive zone. Could we have a word? Perhaps some thoughts.
I think the Jets have been playing really hard here. I think the Crusaders have been too. I think if the Jets can squeeze out another goal in this third period here, I can 110% see this game going into overtime. No doubt about it if they get that next goal and tie it up.
So I honestly am not sure. Just because I'm not sure. Here's a play kept in by Denim Dembro. Unable to get enough on it to get a pass, a clean pass to JoJo, his line mate. Oh, that was a shifty move. Shot on net is saved by Nick Tonino. I am not sure if, and this is because of my lack of complete knowledge of the rules of an overtime.
There was a game earlier in the season. It was a regular season game. They went into overtime.
I do remember that.
Right? So I don't know, especially because this is such an important game.
But was that regular season game part of the Christmas? Was that part of the Christmas tournament, though? Oh, goodness gracious. They got that out of there, cleared it out. We see a little action in front of the net. I'm thinking, oh, nice clean check. Buried him into the boards. JoJo Plord defensively played it. Gonna look at Plord is looking for the pass. He gets it, touches it before it goes. He got a piece of that. My goodness. Oh, that seemed unwarranted. But an icing is called on the play with 4 minutes and 28 seconds left to play in the third period. The Jets are down 4-3. Okay, I do like your confidence at the 110% mark. That's good. But we're not there yet. So we need to see the tying goal first. Obviously, we have plenty of time for that to happen. Shot is taken point blank, but Donino from his knee position, unable to put. Here we go. Unable to clear it again, but here we go now on the right side. Speedy Tyler Witten takes it down, kept in. Nice shifty move by Mark Post. A little turnaround play to keep it, but he's been battled. Hung up in the middle, and that stick was in his face. Shot attempt is made. It's deflected off the stick of the defender, so Tyler Witten doesn't get a clean shot on net, and it's gloved. 4 minutes and 3 seconds left. Mark Post was on the brunt of some, I don't think what was certainly not sportsmanlike play He actually had his stick up under his chin for part of the play, and then there was getting some errors. Here's the shot. Oh, a shot attempt from right in the slot by number 16, Jacoby Camo, but it was saved and turned away. Neutral zone pass. Number 16 for the Crusaders, Giuseppe Lapore, takes it behind the net. Now Post puts it up. Deflected off the stick, but not to clear the zone. Nice play off the boards. Referee kind of got in the way there. Tyler Whitman, and he's got Post, but he couldn't get to it before being broken up. Nice play to get his stick under the defenders. Tyler Whitman, tenacious work, takes into the corner, controlling, trying to center. He still has control. Play on net, rebound. Mark Post was hauled down. He was brutally hauled down. Well, that was a WWE move on that one. That was not right, and something has got to be called for there to be any justice in this world on that play. Mark Post is a hard worker, and it is recognized by everybody on the ice, more so than anybody, as was just witnessed in that non-called play. That's too bad. How the ref could miss that, I have no idea. Nice shot from the point, deflected, but blocked by Kyle Furlong. Attempt to move it out into the neutral zone is collected and moved up, but that was returned to behind the goal line of the Jets. Behind the net, sizing up the situation, is Julius Sereno. The play towards the net, he was able to block before it got out into the neutral zone now. Held on to. Nathan Silva had an open ice check attempt that he was unable to cash in on. Behind the net, a little trip up, nothing called. Player's just fallen. Looks like the puck is tied up. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left. Boy, that was a flurry of action and offensive opportunity for the Jets just about a minute ago, when at the tail end of it, as the puck was being held, Mark Post was hauled down from at the neck. He was just kind of slammed. Forearm shiver. Oh, here's a play off the... Can he beat it? Yes, he can. A.J. Cook, he was stripped. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty shot if he... So the play is now offensive. If that's not a penalty shot, then something's wrong. A.J. Cook had an opportunity to score. I don't know what's going on with this. Obviously, I'm not the ref. Not my call to make. Looks like there is not going to be a penalty shot called here. Well, so that's two bad calls, if I may be so bold, that the refs have not made. Two calls that the refs missed, in my opinion, in the last minute plus. Mark Post. Okay, maybe I don't know. I think a timeout was called. I'm sorry.
How do you miss that though? It was right. I mean, there was nothing else going. In my opinion, there was nothing else going on. Puck was it 22 Cook, right?
Yes.
It was with Cook. He got tripped. It was him and the goalie. He got tripped from behind. How is that not a penalty shot? How is that anything but a penalty shot, you know?
So without having the rule in front of me and not having it memorized, there is a little bit of subjectivity. If it's not a clear 1-0 at some point, and it wasn't necessarily clear from the red line, like in the neutral zone, but it seemed like soon after he was over that blue line,
yes,
it was him versus the goalie, with somebody close on his heels, who we saw and the ref saw trip him.
Yes.
In my opinion, that's a penalty shot.
I think it is too, because there was no one in front of him, no one even beside him. Like we just said, he was behind him. He was behind Cook, and he tripped him from behind. I think that's a penalty.
So, well, it certainly is a penalty,
definitely
tripping. And you and I have strong opinions on this, naturally, being Jets fans.
Yes.
But there is one thing neither of us has. a whistle.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll bring my own whistle next time, next season.
All right, let's see. 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. There's 2 minutes left on the penalty. Drawn back to the point. Oh, no. Unable to hold on to it, so it clears all the way. It looks like that shot was actually put on net. Winding up. Mark Post taking it through the neutral zone. Nice, sends it deep. He chases his own play behind the goal line. Looking out front. Center pass attempt is gathered. Goalie is pulled. Snapshot from in front. In rebound. Backhand. Oh, wide open. Here's a play from the point. Blocked. Down behind the goal. The Jets are playing without a goalie in net. So they have a 6-on-4 advantage. Clearing attempt is made into the neutral zone where it's gloved down. Gaining the zone and set it across to Brian Boyson. Snapshot taken. Deflected wide into the corner. Sereno takes it deep. Behind the net, looking to center the pass. It comes out to nice play back to the point. Oh, no, Cook. Able to keep it in. Oh, no. Oh, unfortunate. Cook. Cook. What a miraculous play by A.J. Cook. He certainly justified his own mistake there. One nice play. Saved that play. That was a hard check that I think Boyson's going to get called for, hitting behind. That's too bad. 1 minute even left in the game. Right in front of the camera here at center ice in the neutral zone. I think the Bishop Fenwick player may have turned, forcing a hit from behind play. I'm not sure exactly what the call is here. The whistle blew. 44 seconds left on the penalty. 1 minute left on the clock. Third period of action. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, good. They did not call Boyson. May have been incidental. It would have been unfortunate. He got called earlier for a penalty that I did not think he deserved. He's a hard checker. He plays hard. He plays with grit, and he's always pushing body contact. Sometimes it gets him in trouble, but the intensity that Brian Boyson plays with number 2 for the Jets is something that I think has been, to some degrees, a glue that keeps the rest of the team motivated in some cases. All right, so final minute of play. The face-off from center ice is drawn back. Face-off at center ice because there's a referee's whistle. That was their mistake. There was no reason to call the whistle. It was later determined. Here comes Mark Post through the neutral zone, pushes on the right side. He chases into the corner. He's hung up and tripped potentially. Nothing called. Taken out of the code. No pass and play. Center pass again. In the front. Rebound. Oh, he could not put that in front. It was blocked by the goalie. Play in front. Backhand shot. Open net. Yes! Julius Sereno. 27.6 seconds. There was no goalie in net, and the Jets were swarming the net. What tremendous action. Tying the game at 4-4. Look at the boys play today. This is good action, as good as it gets. 27 seconds remaining. This has been a roller coaster ride, unlike any that I've witnessed. Certainly unlike any that I've ever called. I can only hope that I'm doing a fraction of the justice that deserve by calling what I see based on the action that's taking place in front of us. Wow. Fantastic. I guess I won't need that cup of coffee for the ride home after all. What a tremendous effort by the Jets. What have you seen in these last couple minutes?
I've seen something remarkable, something aspiring, something inspiring, something truly spectacular from the Jets. I mean, it has been insane. As you said, it has been a roller coaster of a game today, and that play right there proves to you who the Jets are as a team. They fight hard all the way up until the end. You got, I think there was 20-something seconds left on the clock. The power play was just about to finish up for them, and they got the goal. They got it in, and they fought for it. They were all right there. They tried. I think that was the third shot on goal in that play, and they got it in. It just shows they're relentless. They keep going until they get it, and I hope that's what we see continued. I hope we get there. I hope we get there.
I would love to. We have 27.6 seconds left in the game. The faceoff is at center ice. The score is tied at 4. What a game. 5-on-5. Both goaltenders are in net. Mark Post takes the faceoff. Pushes it back to the defenders. Moved off his hand. In the middle. Neutral zone. Ferlito takes it over the line. He puts a move on. Shot on net. Turned back into the corner. 10 seconds left. From the point. Blocked in front. Wide open in front. Oh, it's blocked and sent aside. In the corner. Behind the net. With seconds left, they're looking to freeze that puck, and so ends the third period, the game regulation. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. Will they play it? Will there be an overtime, or is it going to end in a tie? There will be a 5-minute overtime period. Whoever scores first wins, and it'll be 5 minutes, 4-on-4. If there is no goal, okay, so that's the reminder. Yes, correct. So if there is a no goal scored within that 5 minutes they've allotted for the extra period, then the game ends in a tie. So
my question for the tie is, where does that put the Jets for tournament-wise or playoffs-wise?
So that is a great question, and I can do a little bit of research on that. If you want to speak to what we might see by way of effort and whatnot in this upcoming, when things get underway. I would imagine we would start with, well, I can see the guys on the ice right now, and that's kind of who I figured would begin this period, starting with Mark Post at center. But if you want to hold on, if you want to speak to what we've got looking up here.
Yeah, alrighty. Alrighty. Intense. Very intense. What a game so far. I'm very excited. The next 5 minutes are going to speak to everything for the season.
Yeah, so if the Jets are unable to score the winning goal in this overtime frame, then that is the end of their season. If they are able to get 2 points and win, then they will go into the play-ins. So if they get down, if there's no score yet after the if we get down into the last minute or so, or if a penalty's called, it may be advantageous for them to pull their goalie. We shall see. We're now 11 seconds into this overtime period. Score is tied at 4-4, and the face-off is going to come to the right of the Crusaders goaltender. Mark Post tied up in the skates. He's still battling, trying to move it towards the net. Unable to. Take it behind. Stopped. Forward checking. As always, tenacious by Mark Post. Offensive threat. Oh, that clears all the way. Icing is waved off. Sereno takes it behind the net, but he's he's pressured. Bounces in front. Post. Sent back. Nice smart play by, here we go. Over the line. Sereno takes it. Challenged. Broken up. Cook. Down behind. Puck is sent all the way. It goes all the way to the neutral zone, where Captain A.J. Alessi sends it to the other D. Bobbled. Offsides. If he follows it, his zone is not cleared. Now it is. So delayed offsides call is thwarted. Attempt to clear it, not made. Unable to get it. He gets in for a shot. Over. Not over. Blocked. High. Danino was dropped to his knees, but he saved it up high, and it bounced in front. At the point, left, sent to the left side, left point. Carried in. Shifty move made. Play up the half boards. Now we have a 2-on-1 attempt on the right side. Racing to the net. Shot is deflected wide. Finds it all the way out into the neutral zone where it's recovered by Serino. He sends it at the red line. Dumped in to the far corner. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the overtime period. In the corner, battling for it. And sent back to post. 4-on-4. He's eyeing up the situation. Carries it towards the middle, just inside the blue line. Nice cross pass. He's got Serino. Gets a shot, but it's blocked. Picks up the rebound. Not there. Uh-oh. Speedily, 2 players on Mark Post, but he was able to get to it quickly in the neutral zone and turn it up ice. Pressure put on by Pedro Lopez. Play across the middle. Offsides called. That would have been a tough angle with pressure coming on him, but the Crusaders player was bearing down on the goaltender, Nick Donino, from the right side. But he was caught offside. So 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the overtime period. To Donino's left. He's got a little equipment issue, maybe, a readjustment, what have you. Maybe trying to help the boys get into the right mindset. Maybe not. Is it strategy? I don't think it is. But what do I know? I'm not Nick. This is it. This is his senior year in goal. This is it on the home ice. Face-off in the neutral zone. Was pushed forward by the Crusaders. Taken out of the left corner by Donino. Finds it off the boards. Play kept in, not kept in. Over the line. Here's a shot attempt. Made but broken up by Tyler Whitten. Puck is cleared. Icing if it makes it. It may be waved off. Icing called. That puck just limped over the goal line, but it was enough because it was clearly a clearing attempt. If I may have a little play on words there. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the overtime period. 4-on-4. Score is tied at 4. And number 4, Mark Post, takes the face-off. Goes into the corner. Snapped from the middle, but it's picked up and racing through the neutral zone is number 21. Shifty move, but he loses it, draws it back. Nice move. Oh, center attempt. Here we go, 2-on-2. Nice backhand. Turn move. Finds A.J. Cook. Holds it. Takes a shot. It's deflected wide. Mark Post puts the pressure on in the corner. Puck moving up the half boards to the point on the right side. For the point man for the Jets is Pedro Lopez. In the skates of Mark Post, he's controlling it. Back to the corner, tripped up a little bit. Nothing called. Taken out of the defensive zone by the Crusaders, and shot is wide from just outside the blue line. Picked up, though. Oh, center pass is deflected. Gathered, barred down, goal. 1 minute and 10 seconds. That is brutal. That is a tough loss. With a deflected puck going onto the stick of the waiting Crusader player. Nice snapshot taken. Quality shot. Hits the crossbar and bounces down and in behind Nick Donino. So the final score today, and dashing the hopes for a playoff berth to the Jets, is Crusaders 5, Lynn Jets 4. But what a valiant effort by the Jets in the final minutes, beginning with the second period, where they found themselves come back from a 2-0 deficit to tie the game. And then back and forth in that third period for what was excitement nonstop from the very beginning. I could not have been more enthralled with the action of a game, I imagine, than I was today. Everything on the line, and they left everything on the ice. See some of the boys now congratulating the refs and each other on what was a good season without a doubt. Prior to the game, Coach Boyson did tell me that he did let them know that he was proud of all the really excellent work they did and how well they've done, the furthest they've ever gone in his tenure as coach, and without a doubt, they played tremendously. So I think what we'll do at this point is call it for now, knowing that we may speak with some of the players in a matter of minutes. So we'll come back to that. But if that doesn't happen for some reason, I will do a preemptory sign-off. J.D. Perry, the voice of the Lynn Jets hockey team, speaking on behalf of Zachary Lucas and Nahali and Astrid, all of whom did excellent work, per usual, representing the TV media squad from Lynn Tech. And, of course, special thanks goes out to special insight into the season and what we got from Assistant Athletic Director at Lynn Tech, Joe Conlon, and the great work, as always, by TV Media Group and the games done by Don Hussey. So there we are. We'll be back. We'll find out, or we won't be back, but if this is it for the season, then we'll see you next season. If we're back soon, then we'll be back soon for another overextended goodbye. Brutal. All right, thank you. We'll be back. All right, this is J.D. Perry post-game after the final game of the regular season that unfortunately ended in an overtime loss for the Jets to the Bishop Fenwick Crusaders. But it is not for lack of effort across the board, beginning to end. The game was exciting, and if there was a way to be more emphatic about that, I don't know if there are words in the English language. Such tremendous effort from beginning to end, beginning with a 2-0 deficit by the Jets that actually ended up in the final 3 minutes and 18 seconds, them finding their way back to a tie at the end of the second period. And then in the third period, it went back and forth, a roller coaster ride with action up, down, and sideways. Sadly, with just about, I don't even know exactly how many seconds left in the third period, a pass bounced out in front, and a snapshot was taken cleanly, and it found its way into the goal bar down. So, excellent effort from everybody. I'm joined here by 8 of the players today, all seniors. I'm sorry, Julius Serino, who scored a total of how many? 3, 2 in the final frame. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend a moment. I'm going to go through with each of these guys, and I'll start just because I should with Rafi, if you're all right with that, okay, Rafi? Rafi Ortiz, who, if you have a couple words, just who you want to thank, what you want to comment about your teammates here, and in the ride through the career here.
I would like to thank everybody on the team. You know, these past 4 years have been one of the best years I've had. You know, I don't know what I would do without these guys. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say. You know, I'm just thankful for everybody that's been here and all my teammates.
All right, thanks a lot, Rafi. Nick, I'd like to move on to you now. Okay, I know you've missed part of the last couple games anyway with the flu. So can you give us a little bit of your thoughts for the season, for the high school career as a senior?
I think we played great this year. We've played great every year, but this year's by far been our best. And we kind of all came together and played. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the win today, but we did all work our butts off out there, and we're able to keep in with a good team. But overall, I think our season went really well past.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. It's been a joy to watch all of you guys, and I will share with you that I did speak with the coach very briefly prior to the game, as I do before each game, and he said that he told you, or was going to tell you, that regardless of the outcome of the game today, you guys have brought this team further than it's ever gone in his tenure with the program this season. And he's very proud of all the work all of you did. So I mean, you're probably hearing it again secondhand from me, but he told you firsthand. And I certainly, as a witness to this, that's exactly what I saw. So excellent work, everybody. Nathan, I called you both throughout the season. Tough win today, but really good season. What do you think?
Yeah. Even though we took I don't know, this is a private school, you know what I mean? Last time we didn't even get a goal on them. So, even though we took the L this game, I'm still proud of our team, coaches putting trust in us. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't.
That's okay. No, that's okay. Thank you. I know I'm kind of putting you guys on the spot. I'm going to come back. I think I'm going to have, we have alternate captain? Captain. Not captain. With all due, alternate captain. I'm going to end with you three guys, okay? But AJ Cook, tremendous work. I called you Anthony most of the season, but AJ, great work tonight, as you did every game that you played. What do you like to share about maybe recalling what the season was, what the career has been with the Jets?
So I transferred from a different school this year, and I was looking for, you know what I mean, a family, pretty much, a family to play for. And that's what Coach Brian and all my teammates gave me. So I'm really happy to be a part of this. We had a great season, and thanks for making me a part of your team, guys.
Excellent. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Serino, Mr. Serino, I'm coming up to you next. Great job, per usual. I'm just gonna hand you the mic, all right? Just keep it close, all right? Great work out there today. Great work every time. I'm gonna try to not strangle you. Could you share with us some of your thoughts about this year and what you're looking forward to for next season?
Okay. This year we definitely worked really hard. We had a lot of talent we had a lot of talent coming up, or not talent coming up, but a bunch of us played since we were 7th graders. So now that we're all seniors and juniors, it was supposed to be our year. And it's just unfortunate that we had to lose in overtime. But next year, I get to look forward to a lot of new people getting better. A lot of the kids who can't skate have another year to improve, and I get to watch that happen. And I just think that's a great thing.
So I will agree with you on that. This has been a tremendous thing to see. Since I started covering the team last year, I was able to see more games than not previous years. I saw Nick from freshman year. I saw some of the games. I saw you and Kyle playing along since freshman year, and it's been a joy to see the program evolve to the point that it's gone to. Speedy Tyler Witten, what do you have to say?
It's been an awesome season. It's part of the routine, going to the rink every day after school, seeing all these guys, basically like my brothers at this point, and just it's so unfortunate that we lost in overtime. It just really takes away from the fact that we could have kept going. We were so close, and it's heartbreaking at one point.
I think heartbreaking is an appropriate word. It's certainly a tough emotion to feel, but boy, guys, you know what? You brought it as far as you could, and can't always do it. There's more hockey in your future, even if it's not, obviously it won't be at the high school level for all but Julius. But you know what? You still got that in your future, and there's going to be other moments, so it's all good. All right, now I'm going to swing it over your way, Mr. AJ Alessi. I butcher names. That's what I do. My apologies. But if you could share with us some of your thoughts, please.
It's obviously, like everybody else said, it's unfortunate that we lost this far. I'm very grateful for this team. They picked me up. I'm from Salem High. They picked me up my freshman year. I didn't know basically a single person, and I'm just so grateful that everybody with open arms accepted me, and that's about it.
Thank you. And then we'll wrap up with Kyle Furlong, who I've watched, again, since the freshman year. I hung out in that corner with your father in the first couple games in that season. But if you could share with us your thoughts for tonight in the season.
Yeah, definitely like what everybody was saying. It's super unfortunate that we didn't end up making one of our final goals was the playoffs. But I'm just, like they all said, super, super grateful that we all had the opportunity to make it to 9-10. It's the best or 9-11 in this case. It's the best we've been in 7 years. I'm just super grateful I've had all of these guys to help us get to that goal. It's just I'm beyond grateful for these guys.
Well put, and as you all mentioned, to some degree, a sentiment that you all share. And I want to thank all of you as parts of the team, strong parts of the team, for doing what you've done for the team and for your schools, and also for your teammates who are coming back next year, yourself included, Mr. Sereno. I want to thank your coach, Brian Boyson, for the great work that he's done with you guys and for how well he has treated me in sharing with me so that you can share with me your experiences game to game and over the course of the season. Guys, I couldn't be happier or prouder to be part of the organization in this manner. I thank all of you and all of your parents and everybody who's helped out everybody. Unless there's anything anybody wants to say, I'm probably going to sign it off until next season. You guys all good? All right, guys, tough loss. Congratulations, though, on what was ultimately a successful season. So thank you all. J.D. Perry signing off for Lynn Tech TV Media. And until the next time, thank you. Looking forward to next season. Bye.